What if one quiet friendship in Hollywood was misunderstood for decades? What if the truth was never about romance, scandal, or hidden secrets, but something far rarer in the industry: genuine respect? Today, we revisit the real story behind Lydia Cornell and her relationship with Ted Knight, a bond that audiences misread for years simply because it felt real. Lydia Cornell emerged in the late 1970s as a fresh, confident presence on television. She was intelligent, articulate, and clearly more than just another young actress chasing screen time. By the time she landed her role on Too Close for Comfort, she was stepping into a cast led by Ted Knight, a man already considered television royalty. Knight was best known for his iconic work on The Mary Tyler Moore Show, where his portrayal of Ted Baxter made him both beloved and respected across the industry. From the moment Lydia appeared on screen alongside Ted, viewers noticed something different. Their scenes carried warmth, ease, and a sense of trust that didn't feel forced. For some fans, that chemistry sparked speculation. Hollywood has conditioned audiences to assume closeness must equal romance, especially when a younger actress and an older male star share strong on-screen rapport. Rumors quietly circulated, fueled not by facts, but by perception. The reality, however, couldn't have been more different. Lydia Cornell has spoken openly over the years about her relationship with Ted Knight, and her words have been consistent. Ted was not a romantic partner. He was a mentor. At a time when Hollywood could be overwhelming, predatory, and dismissive of young women, Ted Knight offered something rare: protection without expectation. He treated Lydia with professional respect and human decency, never crossing boundaries, never exploiting his position. Ted Knight was known on set as a disciplined and deeply principled man. He valued punctuality, preparation, and professionalism, but he also valued kindness. Crew members, guest stars, and young performers often recalled how he made a point of treating everyone equally. Status didn't impress him. Ego didn't interest him. What mattered was doing the work well and treating people right. For Lydia, this mattered more than audiences could ever know. Hollywood in the late 1970s and early 1980s was not an easy place for young actresses. Pressure came from all directions: producers, agents, publicists, and expectations to conform. "I'll comply," or stay silent. Ted Knight understood that environment, and he believed strongly in shielding younger performers from unnecessary harm. Lydia has described him as someone who created a safe emotional space on set, allowing her to focus on her craft rather than survival. The misunderstanding largely came from how convincing their performances were. Too Close for Comfort relied heavily on family dynamics, emotional closeness, and trust between characters. Ted Knight's warmth and Lydia's natural authenticity translated into scenes that felt lived in rather than acted. For audiences watching at home, that realism blurred lines, but good acting often does. Off-camera, Ted Knight maintained clear boundaries. He was married, private, and uninterested in Hollywood gossip. He didn't socialize excessively with cast members, didn't court attention, and didn't encourage speculation. Those who knew him best often said he was the same man on set as he was at home: steady, thoughtful, and reserved. In 1986, Ted Knight's life was cut tragically short after a battle with colon cancer. His death sent shockwaves through the television community. He wasn't just mourned as a talented actor, but as a good man. Lydia Cornell has spoken with visible emotion when remembering him, describing the loss not only of a colleague, but of a guiding presence during a formative chapter of her life. After Too Close for Comfort ended, Lydia made a conscious choice that surprised many. Rather than chasing more sitcom roles or remaining inside the Hollywood system, she stepped away. Her path shifted toward writing, public speaking, and advocacy. So she began speaking openly about personal trauma, survival, and resilience, using her voice to help others who had experienced hardship. That choice speaks volumes. Lydia did not build her identity on rumors, nostalgia, or proximity to fame. She chose purpose over spotlight. And in doing so, she continued a legacy that Ted Knight himself embodied: integrity over image. So what is the truth behind Lydia Cornell and Ted Knight? There was no secret romance, no hidden scandal, no shocking reveal waiting to be uncovered decades later. The truth is quieter and far more meaningful. It's a story about mentorship, about a veteran actor who understood his responsibility and used his influence to protect, not exploit. About a young actress who recognized genuine support when she saw it and never confused it for something else. In an industry built on illusion, their relationship was refreshingly real, not because it was romantic, but because it was respectful. And perhaps that's why it's been misunderstood for so long.